Hello, hello. Welcome back to Devcast Ops. Today you have Barnaby, James, and myself, Wale. Today we have the fun task of doing DNS validation. So who wants to go deeper?
Yeah, I suppose at the end of last stream, I think we left on a cliffhanger where we tried to run something and it may or may not have worked. It failed. We had the fun issue that I was kind of thought we were going to have, which is we set up our DNS to use console and the secondary DNS stuff didn't really work correctly. So when it then, after it set up the DNS, it tried to download anything, it failed. So just outside the stream, just to not spend more time dealing with DNS, I just set up DNS Mask. So it's an extra tool that kind of does the setup for you. We can tell it to use console for the /console ones, hopefully, if it sets up correctly. And then just use kind of standard DNS for everything else, which I think is what this does. So I haven't tested it. I've got a server up. I rebuilt the server this morning, so we have a new image and none of our services created. So time to spin up the services and see what happens.
And cross all the fingers.
So vault, agent, console. I obviously need to be root. How does a host mean? What?
Name of service not known. Hold on. How come I can read this so clear? There's no blurriness. What's happening?
Better connection.
I'm always having good connection. But it's weird. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll see.
Oh, it's just part of sudo. Okay.
I don't know if video may have had an update in the background to improve clarity. Is the other thing that could have happened, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Because are you able to read everything as well, like perfectly?
I can normally read most of it.
I wasn't able to. I'll have to wait a few seconds, but he's always moving so quickly around. So yeah.
When the text scrolls, you get the compression gets you.
Yeah, no issues. At least I don't have to ask anything today. I can read myself. That's good.
Okay, I don't know if I can just do dig console.console. Okay, it's found .console. I don't think this is going to the...
Can you just curl a console service?
If the service actually did something, I don't know if I go curl console. I should be able to what? Curl console.console and then a 500. No, yeah, it's not finding the console. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, because it's saying I should be able to do that. But that's not our test domain. Machine.node.dc1.domain, which isn't, this is just going as console. Let's try and log into console. I think this is the
do you wonder if it, yeah, at some point, like, the name servers are always
Yeah, I'm just-
I can just check that the services actually return something.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the like DNS error. And like this is the service I'm trying to hack. So like it should be a console service. Yeah, so it's using DNS. So using DNS MAS. So that's running. Should start. There's a chance that something is overwriting it. I suppose I've asked AI information. So that's correct. And then it's saying, oh, so that should return the IP. That returns nothing. So that looks like console. So this one should just resolve to console. So that makes it seem like console isn't returning. But it was working before, wasn't it?
Can we have you checked console status health?
Console's up.
Oh, there. Okay.
Is it worth checking the ports to see if it's actually listening and happy on that port? Just a validation that the DNS server's up.
Yes. You know how to list ports?
It's not off the top of my head. I'll see if I can find it to you. netstat-lnt.
Do we have that installed? Nope,
No,
we don't.
but I can install that.
You can try SS as the other one.
Too late.
Oh, yeah. It's always fun. Kernel updates. Oh, yeah, it's suggesting SS. SS. All that turning a solid from grep.
600.
600. Oops. Okay, why isn't console running on 8600? I don't think we ever set this up, did we?
Try -U with the SS.
Oh,
So that's
sorry.
UDP
It
port, so I
wants
didn't
me to go. This. Yeah, it's suggesting me do that. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is working. So it's working, but the dig isn't showing anything.
You still have the command if you point it directly at the console at the console name server instead of letting the DNS master resolve it, so we can validate that as well.
That's what this is. It's just a local host on this port. This should be console DNS. So this is just running that and seeing what's going on. Oh, agent DNS, invalid name, QNAME console dot. So that's the issue.
Oh, I found it.
It does. Sorry, I'm asking at the same time. I keep getting stuff with this. It wants me to run these and give me the output, and it's doing it at the time of a question. So it's not really like what it wants.
I found a non-AI troubleshooting checklist for this that's written by Hashi that has your dig commands, but then it's got resolve CTL queries, and console catalog service, and things like that.
If you want to, this is made a change. So
Wait, it has write access?
sorry, into the code. It's obviously
Yeah.
not running something on the box. Probably if you've got an actual checklist, we can.
Yeah, I dumped it into Discord.
Fun.
Let's have a look.
There's a lot of things we can run through.
Oh wow, fun. Okay. Console agent, listen to DCO Crews. Yeah. Yeah, using DNS mask.
Damn.
So this, run this command. Example, that is not what this looks like.
So, yeah, I'm curious about the QNAME thing. So that just failed. Oh, we're not using resolve CTL, are we?
There is a one further down for DNS mask.
Well, no service.
I mean, if you can't find services,
No services found in the query. That might
even though
be.
there's this one, does it not? Does console not count itself as a service?
It might not. I suppose it's a DNS. Can we? I'm trying to think if there's a lazy way to set up a dummy service. Some console quickly. Now you need to get an ACL code token out of Vault.
Yeah.
Oh, except you did file for division. Yeah, so we probably should have done this. It's saying that we should have just done query console. That was failing. But I think even DNS mask like runs off these. That is a point. Okay. Yeah, or you can like check DNS, but I'd have to run multiple things. I have a feeling. I suppose that's dig internal. This is the way trace works. It's just weird that we're going like, we're hitting local and it's doing all of that.
You might need to export an ACL token to run the console commands to verify that the service is registered, which is probably why the console services isn't listing.
Yeah, I suppose I can run the export. Sorry. Okay, so I need to log into Vault and get a token. Oops. Is that a Vault? 8200?
HTTP.
Yes, it is. I saw it and I was like, oh, so it's something. So to write on my page. I mean, it's not hard to set up. We just need to do it.
Through HTTP.
No, it was the. Anyway, how to get console. I need to get the list of roles. And then I need to give it. Which one do we get? Is it the admin role?
It doesn't really matter at the moment.
Okay. I can remember if one didn't work or not. And then it's get creds.
I think the Terraform one is more consistent, is the one that was always working, but I think
No,
it fixed the admin.
Admin doesn't work.
Right. Terraform should work.
Terraform works, yeah. I need the token, and the export is
Console HTTP token, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yep, that's right. What was the command I ran that errored? It was like console watch or something.
Console services, console,
It's
or
console monitor.
Yeah.
Well, we get the one that actually errored. Okay, no going. And then it was the console catalog services. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That now sees the service. So, yeah.
Cool. Does it?
Because if I dig. Yeah, because that dig seems to be.
Yeah.
Let me just run some commands and just. Might as well try and get the AI to help while we'll also try to debug this. It's funny, it really wants me to run validate on the thing. We're also getting a leaf cert, which hopefully isn't the issue, but and then it's members because we only got one.
Curious why the leaf cert's erroring about ACL sometimes. Have we set up certs for this? About faults doing
Oh, we're using TLS at least.
Say about console in bootstrapped, but it should be.
Console's bootstrapped, the vault wouldn't work otherwise.
So saying maybe the box doesn't have access to DNS.
Do we give it an ACL token?
Oh, I don't. I'm not actually not in console. No, we don't. Just. I don't think we do. We're still going to give the DNS ACL token.
No, DCS. DNS is a different service.
What do you mean by different service?
I guess is it running as a different game?
The console.
It's part of the main service.
No, it's just funny as but me running dig against it once it needs the authorization.
Maybe.
But there's the built-in. Well, yeah, I don't know how you. I suppose there's the anonymous token, which you can give more access. I suppose if I do this, so I suppose, sorry, wrong screen. I have just, in a very silly way, set up the anonymous token to have full access. Just because if this is, so now if I go dig that, so that works. Okay. So this is the issue. How do I remove that access? Okay, so the default anonymous token doesn't have access to DNS.
Can we give the default anonymous? Do we want anonymous DNS?
Well, yes, we want anything on our service to be able to. I suppose. Yes. It would maybe let someone
Scrape our platform to find our services and get the IPs they're running on. But that's going to be a internal thing anyway.
Is there a DNS policy by default?
No, there's only the read-only and global management. I don't know if there's a way of
so we should give it in Terraform. DNS has no way of doing this.
Apparently, if you enable DNS, you should be able to set it up with. You might be able to set up with anonymous response.
I'm sure it's anonymous because it's anonymous token, which I thought I removed. We didn't actually remove it.
Why we're enabling DNS?
It's enabled.
I think you. I guess we can. It might be worth trying explicitly enabling global DNS. Let me find the reference. There's an old Git issue with that.
I love the fact that there is like, you need to give something extra form.
Always find where like the configuration for DNS, like console stuff is. I think they split it at one point, and
It's also different to everything else.
Okay, so we need to create a. We need to ignore everything that's just it. We need to create a Terraform. Well, unless we can find something else. We need to create a Terraform thing for console. Have I even downloaded it? No, I haven't, because we haven't done any config. Oh. It's gonna be called.
Easy, 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 easy.
You're hearing the clacking.
It tells me there's 3 results, and it's saying it does not match any repos. What? There we go. Core console. That sounds right.
May 2025. Damn.
11 months ago is the last time we pushed it, and it failed.
Wow.
I think it's this one. Oh no, we haven't actually run this against the platform yet. We've just been running Volt.
Yeah, we haven't deployed anything to console.
Yeah, because that's why the admin doesn't work. Oh, because it's the Nomad one, which has got no prefix, service prefix. I think that's all we need for DNS. So it's just this Nomad policy. Cool. Well, let's see if we can get this console one to work. I'm using. Just using the CLI. Cool. So I'm going to create a copy of this one. It's called DNS. Actually, let's call it anonymous, if I can spell that word.
I struggle with it as well.
And then I need to this is a token. You can only search by the accessor ID, which seems like it's true. Something else for reading says it's normally 0, but I think I've seen this as the anonymous before. So, this test even has
as the anonymous. And then I need a policy attachment. Token ID is anonymous dot token, maybe? That's supposed to be honest. And the policy is anonymous.
Yeah, do you think that's going to be what we need? Yeah, there's Barnaby, you found something else?
No, it looks like the old. It's kind of down a rabbit hole of things. Most of these articles were written like 6 years ago.
So why did you use encaps? Wait, is that called
No,
encapsulating?
you're right.
Yeah.
I was copying off their really old docs that were probably written,
With Terraform
Back
0.11.
yeah, back when that was the correct way of doing things.
Fair enough.
At least this I can do without having to redeploy the service. I suppose I just broke that. That's updated. Hopefully you're gonna get a run. Failed immediately. Oh, yeah.
This is the data block. I don't know why that always messes me up, having to write data.
Because AI has been writing it for you now.
No, even before I got AI to do my work, that always threw me up.
Does ephemeral cause you the same problems, or is that sort of new and fancy that
I have used ephemeral once of times, I think, since it's come out. So
I am
think
yet
I'm
to
still-
use it.
I'm still copying and pasting stuff.
I've been using it. It's interesting though, because I see if you like people setting up like, oh, you can use ephemeral data blocks to do this, and like, oh, great, use ephemeral data blocks and then put it into like a regular attribute, so then it immediately gets written to state regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it at one point where I need to like load a password into a SSM parameter and also use it to start up an RDS database. So because I needed the RDS database to one time it correctly, I had to like load it into the SSM as a ephemeral and then download it from a data block from SSM into an ephemeral into the RDS.
Just put it depends on instead of that weird loop.
I think it's to make it so the thing the RDS pulls is a known secret, and there's no way that it can be like regenerated without the RDS using it. So trying to like connect those two together.
Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense. But it won't change if you're using write-only attributes. It doesn't change if the ephemeral value changes.
Yeah.
You just have to increment the versions. And I guess what you do there, you'd set up a var for the version number and have that sat across both.
I don't really care about the version number. I generally just want to like toggle. Like I think I can change the value. Okay, so I think this vault is wrong and this is not the console address. So let's edit these. I'm gonna just edit the vault token. nice and sneaky like. And then the console address is this one. Oops. Final forward slash. Not final forward slash. Probably not final forward slash.
Let's see if PI, no, because we're using HTTP, not HTTPS.
No, he's HTTPS for console.
Oh, and it keeps its regular port.
The 01 is HTTPS. 00 is HTTP.
Yeah. And because you normally, it's often you have a local listener that's fun.
Well, it's because we're not, there's no cert behind this that's trusted. So I need to do a node verify on the provider. This one. I assume I can do a node verify. Insecure HTTPS. I'm going to be good and actually just make the variable. The one above it is a data block.
I can't remember what it was. Maybe I was using a version of Terraform and I was complaining about it.
I think it's local or something, Con.
It was weird because it was wild.
That definitely sounds like a version mismatch.
There's a work laptop which has very scattered versions of things. So use brew to install basically we stopped updating the casks for HashiCorp products.
Yeah, it's actually one of the things that sounds like IBM are gonna try and do better with is get the package managers to be more up to date, because that's something that Hashi is not particularly that great at.
They were like that for years.
Yeah.
They've always
That's fine. I just pushed.
just pull it from the repository and do it.
Skill this time I did the quitting mission. In all fact, it's taking me 10 minutes to get Terraform workspace to run.
Stuff with linking workspaces.
Insecure HTTPS meant to be used by schemas HTTPS.
Schema HTTPS. Oh,
But then the variable that you're using is HTTP, right?
no, this is an env. So this is probably looking at the var, which I'm not passing in. I'm using the environment variable. So I need to change it to use the address over the environment variable.
I was curious if you were going to do this in a real janky way to get it to pull the OS bar.
I'm not using that again.
I think if I ever was managing a TFE platform or TFC platform, I would ban anything that used.
But that, it's one of those things that, like,
it's anyone can build a provider that does that. So I would probably just whitelist providers you could use if you're actually my own company.
The other, I
Just
think,
like you gotta force it.
depends on the size as well. I think that my end state desire for a Terraform implementation is you have auto deploy through those modules and you just don't expose anything else to the end user, but you can. That probably isn't going to work if you're a tiny organization, because the amount of effort of authoring and reviewing all those modules when there's a small team.
I actually think whatever the size, it's worth doing. I think there's a level when you get too big, when you're so there's no standardization. Standardization at the start is a good thing and can speed you up even if it's a little bit more upfront cost.
No, I think when I was talking about, it takes maybe a day or two to sit down and think about a pattern when you're implementing these things that will scale sort of near infinitely, or to the point where you really don't have to worry about it, and you can spend those 2 days at the start. Still not happy.
Oh, but it doesn't want the schema as part of the. Where all the. So that doesn't want a schema. That doesn't want a schema. I need to. I've started my. No, this scheme. So it must have some smarts that if you give an HTTPS URL and don't use the schema block, it works. Because this was working through HTTPS before.
Interaction with that variable.
Probably.
Like most people.
Won't be using
Or it's
insecure
they, or it's the people were complaining, so they fixed it, but didn't look at the insecurity list. Anyway, that's now run. This now works. I can now curl console.console A501 and get no. Anyway, I can dig normally. I can dig directly.
If you curl console.service.console, do you get anything back from that?
Connection refused. That's why. Should we getting?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been lulled into a false sense of security that the schema is defined another variable.
I thought it was. There we go. Console.
What a mess.
Sorry, I suppose it was API. API is probably the better one. Anyway, that's console setup. Do we want to quickly at least talk about how to create a service? Because I imagine setting up a service file. I suppose before then, we didn't change anything in the code, did we? This was all just permission issues.
We ran Terraform.
Yeah, cool. Do we want to talk about how we would set up a service?
Yeah, we can do. Well, it's been a while since I've set up a service. the way I remember doing it last time was a service. You set up a file in console's directory. And you create like a catalog file, and it will pick it up
So
and tell it which ports to listen to.
So basically, when we deploy Nomad jobs and create service in there, we still need a service file for console
No.
separately. Oh, okay.
We've got Vault, and Vault needs a service file.
Okay.
It's registering things outside an orchestrator. So if you're running in Nomad or Kubernetes and
Then
you've
we
got a
won't need
console
that.
deployed to those, they will register the services for you.
Okay.
But if you have standalone services, like there'll be lots of processes running on this box. How is console to know which ones are ones you want registered, which ones are ones that should just be kept local? So you need to kind of set a definition to pick it up.
Okay.
I was really hoping that. So I found the console services command. I was really hoping somewhere on these docs would be like, this is what a service looks like.
I remember, how and getting Envoy working on a client, and Envoy wasn't working correctly, but wanted to debug what was going on, so we built custom service files to register dummy services.
That's cool. Okay, so maybe I was really hoping that there'd be a way of like, this is the folder you can put them in, and it'll be auto pulled up.
That'll be too easy.
Yes. Yeah. I still can't. Since they rejigged the console docs, my brain still struggles to find my way around them. I found some definitions for them though.
Here's a definition. So it's ID, name, tags, address, a port, checks.
I love how they all look the same. They look the same like all the other stuff that we do.
This is JSON. It's a shell.
Yeah. So, like Nomad jobs.
Yeah. So this will take 2 seconds to register. I just think it'd be quite nice to get a way of there's a way of automating and update the check of these files.
Could get Vault agent to template it out for you and send a SIG up whenever anything changes.
You could at least get Vault's template its own by doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, not for anything else.
No. Yeah, we just want there'll just be addresses and stuff. Really, I would like a folder we can put them in that something scans, and if there's a change, or just every so often it does a service
I
update.
think you put them in the console. If the console configuration directory, console pick them up when it starts, or to SIG up if something changes. But realistically, we're probably not writing these all that often.
I don't need that's easy. Oh, I don't make a directory. I think we should call the streamer doing bad things.
Like with fingers of a mother.
Doesn't look like that's worked. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. I guess we just need to get stuff loaded into the console directory.
We should probably think about delivery mechanisms for these. Like if we're defining a service file, would it be something that we're baking into the image? Which at that point, whether a tool like Ansible to it, because there's not.
So I think it depends on how the service is deployed. A service like Vault, it should be part of its setup. Like,
I think the assumption should be that there is so in our platform, there's a console agent on the box that Vault's going to be deployed to. So kind of the console agent should almost be run before Vault, and then the console server can be, well, I suppose the order we do things doesn't matter, but like we should do, the console folders should be there and Vault can then put them into it when it starts.
Yeah, and I guess if we deployed other services there, I guess, is there anything in that we wouldn't know before the service starts? I think all the stuff in the file we would know from our service definition. So
I think the way we're
put it
doing
on the server.
I think the way we're doing Packer, everything should be done either in Nomad or as part of the Packer image. There shouldn't be anything that happens between those 2 points.
In which case, we have no need for a watcher.
Yeah.
The file
Yeah,
is below.
I didn't realize it would just pick up from this folder. So yeah, we can just dump stuff here.
Yeah, maybe call it service dash what the service is. But yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to quickly
Quickly.
check to see if it worked.
Cool. Right. That's a convenient wrap-up point. We can start doing the Vault one next week.
I look
good.
forward to that one. Thank you. This has been very insightful. Yeah, so thank you all for joining us today. Hopefully you learned a lot. If you have any questions regarding anything we've been through today, just send us a DM or a comment on the video. So don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and the bell button so you don't miss any of our videos. And thank you until next time, until next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.